Yoyo, point on the board tonight. It stops the rot a bit, and I suppose it gets you back into a bit of form looking ahead to next week.
Yeah, point on the board. I suppose probably a little bit disappointed with the points, considering how, especially the first half and maybe the first 15 of the second half went. Felt we had a lot of chances to maybe put them away. But in saying that, they had a lot of chances as well, and a lot of credit probably goes to Corey in keeping the score 0-0, to be honest. But then towards the end of the game, probably realised that we take the point and just shut up shop, and form hasn't been going our way lately, so point on the board, yeah.
Very much a game of two halves, I suppose. You had a flurry of chances. You had a fantastic chance right off the bat with Mark Byrne having a volley just hitting off the upright. It's probably that lack of clinicalness that's probably costing you the last couple of games.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that. Probably the first two games of the losing streak, we weren't creating enough, and then at Lone I thought we created a lot, and then Wexford obviously we were managed to score 2 goals, and tonight it wasn't a lack of creating chances. Maybe it could be a bit more clinical, but I think it's just that rub of the green that we haven't really been getting. I feel like we have to create crazy chances to try and get a goal on the score sheet, but that's what happens when you're kind of fighting the teams around you, and you just have to get the rub of the green, and hopefully that'll come in the next few weeks.
You talk about crazy goals and crazy chances. You had 2 great goals last week. It must have been a nice boost for you to return amongst the scores, and I suppose as a striker you probably thrive off of that confidence. And look, you mightn't have gotten the score sheet tonight, but it's a good omen going forward, especially with Bray away next week.
Yeah, can't lie, I was delighted with the goals last week, but at the end of the day we didn't win the game. We ended up losing, didn't even get a point out of it, so it was really bittersweet. But on a personal note, yeah, it was good to finally get back on the score sheet, and with all the injuries at the moment with Enda and Tarmy, I kind of have to step up now, and I showed that I can do that last week, and this week I was probably unlucky, but I just have to keep plugging away, and hopefully chances will come and I'll be able to put them away.
Just on to next week, it's away to Bray Wanderers, a side you're familiar with. You've worked closely with Ian Ryan in, I suppose, both UCD and with Bray for the second half of last season. They're in action tomorrow night as we speak against Longford Town, and then it's Friday away to them. I suppose we left probably maybe 2 points behind when we played them here in the first time. You'll be looking to get those 3 points back on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. We were all disappointed with how that game went. Soft penalty and then probably a soft second goal as well. Definitely preventable on our end, and we probably could have put them away more in the first half. So we'll probably do our research on them, look at their game tomorrow, probably watch it, and try to take bits out of it, and we'll be going there full of confidence anyway.
Just on yourself, Yoyo, I suppose it was picked up by a couple of people. You're obviously a man of faith, and you've been going through Ramadan up until early this week. Can you, I suppose, for the people that aren't aware, can you just talk to us a bit, I suppose, about your life and religion and how that's kind of played a role in your sporting career?
Well, yeah, grown up Muslim, obviously, to Muslim parents. My parents moved to Ireland when I was just 2 years old from Saudi, and before that they were in Egypt. So yeah, just different upbringing to everyone else, really. Different faith, different religion. Kind of had to learn a lot from my parents and stuff, and as you said, was doing Ramadan there for the last 30 days up until Wednesday it was. So yeah, it was just a lot of discipline, probably a lot of jealousy watching people eat and drink around me, but yeah, it just shows, what the body can do, being able to train and play matches and go to the gym and stuff while I was fasting. Yeah, I suppose that's all it is, mind over matter, and that's kind of what it is.
I think I spoke to you in the build-up to some of the games. I remember we played at Lone on the bank holiday Monday, and you fasted through all of that game. And then last Friday against Wexford, I think it was at 8:08.
Yeah.
Because I think even the commentators picked up that you'd ran to the sideline. They thought it was a change of boots, but someone had picked up that you were gone to eat. So how hard of a balancing act is that when you're, I suppose, being an athlete, nutrition and things like that, it's part and parcel with it. And how do you manage it?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I would have been one of the people that'd be really particular about what they do on a match day in terms of what I eat and what time I eat and stuff like that. But that all goes out the window then when I'm fasting, and then I think it just shows that my superstitions are, pony, to be honest. But yeah, I think you just have to get your mind right, to be honest, and that's all you have to do. Kind of just persevere. And then last week I spoke to Calla and Mike on the bench, gave them my energy gel and my Lucozade, and said at 8:08, will you tell me to come over and have a bite to eat and a drink? And And to be fair, the referee stopped the game as well for me. So it was a nice touch from him, and a nice touch from Wexford as well to allow that as well. So yeah, credit to them as well.